Hermitcraft Infinity.
Welcome back to Hermitcraft Infinity. All right. Well, there's been a little bit of progress here. I got some stuff done on the live stream. The biggest thing was getting this energy ball moved from the Pentagon over to here. And that was something of an adventure, getting the dimensions of everything right so that this thing would start working again. Now, it did lose its charge when I took it apart. It did not remember its charge, but I'm not worried about that. You know, power is fairly easy to come across. I did also build a temporary small reactor here just to get things going, and I'm going to keep that, I think, as a backup power supply. If for whatever reason the energy ball and the main power reactors and turbines here end up not working for some reason or have to be taken down for whatever reason, there'll be this reactor as a temporary stand-in power supply, a backup, as you will. I also figured out that my coprocessors and crafting storage do not have to be the way I had them set up back at the Pentagon. I had them set up so that there was 3 coprocessors and 1 64K storage per each block, and each one of those was taking up a channel. This whole structure, the only rule with these things is that they need to be a cuboid kind of structure, square or rectangular, in order for the multi-block to form. And this whole monstrosity, with all those crafting storage, and, well, it's 3 by 3 by however tall, the whole thing is only taking 1 channel. If you look here, 1 of 8 channels. That whole thing, all those crafting CPUs, all the crafting coprocessors and the crafting storage, it's all taking just 1 channel. That's great. Over here, I've got my AE storage disks all set up here, and I'm setting up back here. I'm going to do another line of 4 banks of 8 drives each. So that's going to be another whole mess. Another, 320 disks. I'm going to end up having 640 of them total once it's all finally finished. It will take a while. Over here, the crafting towers are in place, and I've got set up here, there's going to be 4 more crafting towers right off this way. So that's great. Everything's good, and as you can see here, I've got laid out where the main reactor is going to be and the first 4 turbines. And so I think that's going to be pretty much it. I decided to use this factory block here for the floor in here, and that's when I figured out that this stuff, this yellow-black hazard block, is a chisel variant of it, and I really like that. Looks kind of appropriate to have something like that around a reactor. And then this stuff, the neon blue plating, is another chisel variant of the factory block, and I like that. It looks good for some border around the area. I'm not sure if I want to have it just kind of like this with glass in it and so on, or to have it solid, or what. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. Leave a 3-block space opening for a doorway, just like that over there, and so on. But this is just kind of laid down right now as a placeholder for where things are going to go. I'm just kind of feeling my way through this a little bit at a time. But this stuff will add some much-needed color to the area. And I think that will do a lot for me. Now, of course, reactor in a box. Everything in here for the reactor and the first turbine. And I think the thing to do now is to get busy getting the main reactor built. And that, I think, calls for ye old speedy up bit. Alright, that takes care of the interior of the reactor space. I just need to fill in here between the control rods. Alright, and let's see, let's just pop this one right there, temporarily speaking. I've got this little gem here, a Buildcraft floodgate. We'll pop that right there. And my resonant tanks go there and there. The top one will drain into the bottom one. And now let's see, transfer node, a liquid transfer node right there. A bit of transfer pipe. Yeah, and there you go. The floodgate is now transferring the cryotheum out of the tank into the reactor body. I'm assuming everything's going to set up just right. Apparently it's dropping source blocks. That's kind of interesting. Whoa, glitching into the walls is not fun. Alright, so what that floodgate is going to do is it's going to do the job of filling the rest of the reactor. I'm going to go ahead and throw some speed upgrades into the transfer node. I don't think I can speed up the floodgate at all. It doesn't have an interface. So, it's now just a case of let's kick back and wait for the floodgate to finish filling the reactor, the rest of the reactor, with gelid cryotheum. Yeah, time to stop this thing. Because I should have put the floodgate down a block. Because this row, I don't need to... Whoa! Yeah, let's not go walking in that stuff. That stuff is cold. As I understand it, it's about the coldest stuff in Minecraft. Okay. So I'll just dip out this top layer that started to do. Reactor is complete. The multi-block has formed. Alright, we're all good to go. Now, get the turbine ready. Alright, and so turbine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to put the rotor bearing there. Convenient Inventory has some really funny ideas about what needs to go where. There's a block not suitable for use in the interior. What? Oh, well, I haven't finished the outside, the top yet either. Alright, I'm going to go through this and find out what it is I put in here that shouldn't be. Alright, turns out there wasn't anything in there that didn't belong. It just needed to have the block, the multi-block completed on top. So, we are done there. This thing is ready to go. Alright, now I need to get some tesseracts ready and locate my wrench so that I can get all the steam and water supply situations taken care of. Okay, next up I need to go for a water supply, and I'm going to just do this little trick here. Little spot there. That should do it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. 3 blocks wide of water. And let's see, I need a liquid transfer node. But not like that. Okay, we'll do this. Pop that down, break that out from under it. There we go. Okay, and now take a tesseract. Should be able to just pop it right on top of it. Shift clicking. There we go. And this one, we got a new channel. .316 water supply. Save that, and this one gets fluid send. In here, we'll throw in some world interaction upgrades, a couple of stacks of speed upgrades. Alright, now this one. A coolant port inlet. Drop another tesseract on that. And we set this one to water supply. Fluid receive. Set. No. There. Alright. And make sure it's ignore redstone. Alright, good. Now over here, this is going to be steam out. Or just steam. Save the frequency. And this is fluid send. And I seem to be short some tesseracts. I'll be right back. Alright. So here we've got steam. Set that. Ignore redstone. Here we've got water supply. Okay. This one is water supply. Set. Okay. That means the reactor's water supply should be filling up. Yes, it is. Okay, now take this one, and this is steam. No, no, and no. This is frequency 318. Make this one water return. Save that. Activate it. No. There. This is water returned back to the reactor. And that's this one too. So we set that water return. Set this one to receive fluid. Ignore redstone. And you are set to send fluid. Ignore redstone. Alright. Okay. Good deal. Now this one. Steam. Receive. Ignore redstone. Okay, good. And this one is steam. Send. Ignore redstone. All right. That should be just about everything, except, of course, with this one. Set that. And this one. Just energy send. Ignore redstone. And this is charge power. So now, everything looks good there. We get some materials of fuel. Oh yeah, I've got that all set up. I just need to move this. All right. I don't know why I put those on there. I'm not going to use them. All right, let's take this one. That's out. All right, so we've got transfer nodes, items, and no. Fuel chest here. Item transfer on it. Okay, that'll work as long as it works. And we are inlet mode. Yeah. We're inputting plutonium. All right. Now over here, outlet. And that is eject waste. Waste outlet. All right, we're good. And now the core is loading up with fuel. I'm going to give it a few minutes to do that. That's going to take a while. It's a rather large core. All right, while the reactor is fueling up, we'll go ahead and set the control rods. Control to change all. Shift. And then Shift Alt 1. Shift and Alt. All right. Run it at 99% inserted. It's getting some fuel. Let's go ahead and start it up. Start producing steam, get the thing up to temperature, and get it ready to have a supply. I'll be back when we got 50 buckets of steam. All right, we have our steam. As soon as this thing hit 100 C, bang, we got 50 buckets of steam that fast. All right, now let's see. Over here, this thing is still charging because the other reactor still has some fuel in it. And it's at 705.2, 0.3, whatever. Okay, yeah. This thing's set for 1%. It's providing the steam. let's start the turbine. And this should just be okay. Let's disengage the coils. Just start it up. We're only venting overflow. Actually, no, vent closed. Rotor speed, RPM, nothing. Oh, it's got to fill up with water first. Turn the turbine off. We need these steam, but we need the steam to fill up, which means I need to double check what I did with my tesseracts here. Water return, power. No, that's power. This one is steam. Let's make sure it's set right here. Fluid receive. We have steam. Activate turbine. And the rotors begin to turn. I'll be back when they ramp up to around 1800. Alright, the reactor's just about up to speed, and if I remember from previous experience, it's going to settle somewhere around 1750 or so eventually. So we get to 1800, I'm going to go ahead and engage the coils and start making power. Here we go. Let's rock. Yeah, it's slowly ramping down in speed. It'll settle about 1745, 1750, right in there. We have power being produced. We're making 28,000, 27,009, whatever, RF per tick. Charge power is feeding into the ball big time. Really fast. So that thing is going to, at some point, eventually, be fully charged. I am aiming for that. 2.14 billion RF. That's just too good to ignore. So, now that this place is running at full power, now I can go ahead and start getting material processing machinery up and running. All of the processing of ores and whatnot as they come in from the quarry, all of the alloy smelters and sag mills and whatnot for processing other things and crafting this and that. And I'll be doing that soon. In the meantime, it's good just to see everything running at full power again. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.